holidays, which means you'll probably be eating and making a lot of cookies. And the question that we ask ourselves every year is, how do we make this year different? These lavender shortbread wreaths are special and pretty different in a couple ways. And the fun part is that you can actually decorate them however you want. The list is literally endless. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we do before we even make the dough is we're gonna make the glaze. So we have our bowl of powdered sugar, pretty basic, and into it we're going to add a little bit of cream of tartar. So I'm gonna crack my eggs. We're gonna have 3 egg whites that go inside. Ideally, you're gonna wanna let this rest at least 12 hours, which means make this the day before you plan on decorating, but you know, give it a couple hours and you should be okay. I'm gonna whisk the dry ingredients together before I do anything else. So I'm gonna add my sugar and my butter. I'm gonna beat this for a couple minutes just to make sure that it's light, fluffy, well aerated. Oops, I almost forgot. You add the lavender to the butter and not the dry because lavender is better infused in fat. So as you cream it, it sort of perfumes the entire butter. So you're gonna cream your butter and sugar until it's very pale, light, fluffy, about 5 minutes. Okay, it's ready. This is the type of dough that you could make a month ahead if you wanted, or 2 hours ahead, which is how long it needs to chill at least. And when I'm patting dough that I'm gonna roll out, I always try and make it as flat as possible from the beginning. Okay, so I'm gonna go chill this. So our dough is chilled. We're gonna roll out on parchment because it becomes easier to cut out shapes, flour both sides. So now we're gonna start rolling, and you wanna put a piece of parchment on top of the floured dough just to make it much easier. Periodically, it's nice to lift up your parchment, just dust a little bit more. So now I'm going to cut out my shapes, and because we're making wreaths, we need the large outside cutter and also the cute little tiny inside cutter. And like you're punching out any sort of shape, you wanna come as close together as possible. So now I'm going to gather up most of the scraps. So I've got most of the scraps kind of cleaned up, and now I'm gonna go around and cut out my tiny piece. We're gonna re-roll them so we can make more wreaths. You just wanna give them a little breathing room because they might puff slightly, but you can put quite a few on the sheet tray at the same time. This is our favorite time. Our cookies are cooled. We have all of our decorations. We have our glaze that we made yesterday. It's time to decorate. Freeze-dried fruits, we've got blueberries, raspberries, cranberries, dried flowers, candied rose petals and violet and mint, chopped pistachios, and some sugared rosemary leaves. We are going to now decorate our cookies, which is basically as easy as taking your cooled cookies, dipping them face down into your glaze, and if it's a little lumpy at first, it's fine, it's gonna smooth itself out. And you know, you can really do whatever you want, which is kind of fun. When I said you could put anything on that you want, I meant within reason. And you want to do things that also taste good. And what they're doing is they're adding, obviously, they're making them look really fun to eat, but they're doing you a textural flavor too. So there you have it, our lavender shortbread wreaths. And you can find the recipe at bonappetit.com/holidays.